Okay, good day. Magandang araw. Welcome again to De La Cruz Engineering Solutions. So this time, we will have Engineering Economics Review. This is a full review course for Engineering Economy. So, dahan-dahan lang i-upload ko or i-record ko lahat ng discussions natin na magagamit talaga sa preparation for your board exam sa topic na Engineering Economics. Una, let's have the simple interest and discount. So, discuss muna natin ano yung principles ng simple interest. Then, after that, solve problems tayo. Simple interest. So, simple interest, alam natin yung interest is yung tubo, literally tubo ng ating pera sa economics. No? Simple interest is calculated on the principal or original amount of value. So, let's say you have a principal amount or yung unang pera natin is only the value of P, no? The present worth of the principal value. Yung tubo ng ating pera for simple interest is based sa pinakaunang value ng pera natin or the principal value. No? May kaibahan sila sa compound interest. We have your simple interest. Anyway, nahin muna natin. So, yung tubo o yung pera natin, after natin siya nilagay, say, sa bangko na merong interest, simple interest rate. So, initially, from the principal value, tutubo siya ng interest I. Ang concern natin dito, how to calculate the interest for the simple interest rate. Okay? So, copy yung P. Yung interest, basta simple interest, is based sa percentage na tubo on the principal value. So, magiging ano yan? P plus. Yung I natin is the P times the rate. P times the rate, I times the number of years, PIN. So, ito yung ginamit kong mga notations dito. Iba-iba sa mga libro ha. Binago ko lang siya. I is the interest for simple interest rate and is the number of years. So we can factor out the value P so that the future amount of the money given simple interest rate, that's P quantity 1 plus I times N. Kung yung pinapahanap sa problem is only the interest, that one, so simply PIN kung simple interest. So, P is the principal amount, F is the future value, I, interest rate per year, N is the number of years, or pwede rin siya fraction of a year. So, sa simple interest, meron tayong tinatawag na ordinary simple interest. Ordinary and exact simple interest. So, yung kaibahan lang dito is the number of days in a year. For ordinary simple interest, it is based on one banker's year, equivalent to 12 months of 30 days each. So, bale kung ordinary simple interest, 30 days times 12, we will have 360 days only based on banker's year. So, kadalasan sa problem, mas marami yung ordinary simple interest. Especially pag hindi given na exact or ordinary yung gagamitin, I mean, this stated, automatic ordinary simple interest yung gagamitin natin. Sa exact simple interest, alam natin yung isang taon is 365 days exactly. So, it is based on exact number of days in a given year. So, an ordinary year has 365 days, while a leap year, which occurs once every 4 years, has 366 days. So, ito yung taon na yung number of days sa month of February is 29 days. Diba? Kung hindi siya leap year, 28 days only for the February. Pero basta leap year, we have 29 days, kaya merong dagdag na isang araw dito. 366 days. Sir, paano namin malalaman na leap year? So, you can check that one, no? For example, year 2020. Basta yung ating year is divisible by 4, then that is a leap year. Pag hindi siya divisible by 4, for example, yung output, let's say 1999/4. So, yung output merong decimal. So, hindi siya leap year. 2020 divided by 4, exactly, you will have exact amount. Wala siyang decimal. Kaya that is leap year. Anyway, meron tayong example dito later. Sige. So, let's have our first examples. First two examples. Simplihan lang muna natin. How much interest would be due at the end of 1 year on a loan? $14,000 if the interest is 8% per year. Assume na lang natin na simple interest kasi nasa simple interest topic pa tayo. No? 8% per year. How much interest? Interest yung gusto nating makuha, yung tubo. So, again, sa simple interest, that is P times I times N. Okay? 14,000 yung principal value natin, initial amount of money, times the interest in decimal, 8% is 0.08 at the end of 1 year. At the end of 1 year. So, ganun siya kasimple. Kaya siya simple interest. $1,120. Okay. Next problem. A student deposits $1,500. So, nag-deposit naman siya ng $1,500. The savings account that pays interest at the rate of 9% per year. Medyo malaki yan, ha? 9% per year. So, how much money will the student have after 1 year? Of course, pinatubo niya yung pera niya. Yung hinahanap naman dito is not the interest. How much money will the student have? Yan yung future amount of the money. No? So that is the principal value plus the interest in 1 year. So we have derived that one. The future value, yung hinahanap yung pera niya after 1 year, or the future value, equal to the present money or the principal amount, $1,500 plus 1 plus I at 9% per year, 0.09 times 1 year. After 1 year, pinatubo na yung pera. So, from 1,500 magiging $1,635 yung pera niya. Okay? Sige. So, since you can pause the problem, no? Anytime you want, diretso-diretso ako dito. Next problem. A student borrows $5,000 from his uncle in order to finish school. So, nag-borrow siya, umutang. His uncle agrees to charge him simple interest rate of 7% per year. Okay? Suppose the student waits 3 years and then repays the entire loan. How much will he have to repay? Ilan yung babayaran niya after 3 years? That's that is the future value of $5,000. Tumubo yan. So, ganun pa rin. Simple interest formula. So, yung principal amount, 5,000. The 1 plus I, 7% per year, that's 0.07. Babayaran niya after 3 years. After 3 years. So, times 3. So, ganun lang. So, yung babayaran niya is $6,050. Ganun kadali. Alright. Dito. 6,000 is borrowed for 75 days at 14% per annum. Simple interest. How much will be due at the end of 75 days? How much will be due? Still, yung hinahanap natin dito is the future amount at the end of 75 days. Okay? Take note, ito yung ating formula. Same lang dito. Alam natin yung principal amount, that's $6,000. Meron tayong I. Yung N natin, yung given is 75 days. Gagawin lang natin yung year. Take note, yung N must be number of years or a fraction of a year. Walang binanggit if ordinary or exact simple interest. So, again, kung walang binanggit dyan, you can just assume ordinary simple interest. Yan yung pinaka-basic na dapat nating unahin. 6,000 as for the present value. Quantity 1 plus 14% is 0.14. Okay, 75 days. Convert natin yan in 1 year. So, again, assuming simple, ordinary simple interest. So, 75 days has divided by 360. So, that becomes year. Yung unit dyan is number of years. So, that's a fraction of a year. So, yung babayaran niya after 75 days is 6,175 pesos. Yeah? So, from 6,000, may tubo na 175 pesos. Okay, next. Annie buys a television set from a merchant who asks 1 to 50 pesos at the end of 60 days. Now, Annie wishes to pay immediately and the merchant offers to compute the cash price on the assumption that the money is worth 8% simple interest. What is the cash price? You need to determine ano yung given ha. What is the cash price? Etong 1 to 50 is yung amount of the television, the TV, at the end of 60 days. So that 1 to 50 given there is the future amount no, after 60 days. No? Kasi I know yung ibang student dito hindi nila ma-determine ng tama yung mga given values dyan. You need to understand the problem, no? The situation. So that is the future amount. Yung given interest is 8%. In decimal, that's 0.08. Okay. Again, yung N is number of years. So, walang nabanggit dito na simple interest, ordinary or exact simple interest. Assume ko dito na ordinary. So, 1 year is 360 days. So, if 60 days yung N natin, divide that 1 by 360. Ordinary simple interest. So, that is 1/6 years, fraction of a year. 1/6 years. So, we want to solve the cash price. Ano? What is the cash price? That's the present value or the principal amount at the present time. Okay? Kung babayaran niya in 60 days, of course, mas mahal yan. Kung babayaran niya in cash, then mas, mas less yung babayaran natin. No? Pagamitin lang natin yan. Supply natin yung values. You have 1 to 50. Yung P is the cash price. The 1 plus I, 0.08. Again, yung ating N is the number of years, or that is a fraction of a year. Kuha natin yung cash price, 1233.55. That is letter B. No? So, 1 to 50 at the end of 60 days. 1233 lang siya kung sa present time siya binayaran. So, by the way, before we solve the problem, no, you can try to solve it first kasi meron naman yung choices. So, just a practice na lang din, no? Alright, ito, next problem. An engineer borrows a loan firm. From a loan firm, an amount of $100,000 with a rate of simple interest of 20%. But interest was deducted from the loan at the time the money was borrowed. So medyo tinwist yung problem dito. If at the end of 1 year she has to pay the full amount of $100,000, what is the actual rate of interest? Okay, again, meron yung engineer nagborrow ng $100,000. Ito yung summary ng problem. Pero the time na binaro niya yung pera, nag-deduct na agad ng interest of 20%, no? Simple interest of 20%. Now, after that, yung net money or net cash na makukuha niya is less by 20% na siya. That is the principal value No? After 1 year, yung babayaran niya is ulit 100,000. Let's try to analyze. Now, yung present value, ito yung perang makukuha niya from the loan firm. So, instead na 100,000 yung makuha niya, nag-deduct agad ng 20% yung loan firm. No? Nag-deduct ng 20% simple interest. So, from 100,000, deduct ng 20% of the 100,000, ito yung makukuha niyang pera. 80,000. No? Now, at the end of 1 year, yung babayaran niya is 100,000. Yung hinahanap is what is the actual rate of interest. Magkaiba ba yung interest dito sa 20%? Actually, ito yung mga technique na mga nagpapautang, no? Di natin makikita kung hindi ka marunong mag-solve. Let's try to evaluate. So, yung babayaran natin after 1 year is 100,000. So, yung future value is 100,000. Yung nakuha nating pera from a loan firm is 80,000. That's 80,000. Then, ano dito yung actual interest? So, 1 plus I. Yung N natin is 1 year only. At the end of 1 year. So, kung isolve natin si I, by shift solve, you get 0.25 and that's 25%. Mas malaki siya compared doon. So, trinik tayo dyan ng nagpapautang. Yan yung style nila, yung technique, marketing strategy nila. Parang nasa isip ng ibang tao, same lang yung interest dyan. Pero hindi. Pag dinidak agad yung kumbaga interest nila. Okay? Next. A price tag 1,200 is specified if paid within 60 days. So, yung presyo daw, within 60 days, kung babayaran mo yung price tag ng within 60 days is 1,200. But offers 3% discount for cash in 30 days. Find the rate of interest. So, this is simple interest. Hindi nga sila umabot ng 1 year. Alright, yung technique dito, let's try to draw the cash flow. Let's say this is the number of days. So, after 30 days, 60 days. So, after 60 days daw, kung babayaran mo yung price tag, yung isang item, after 60 days, yung babayaran natin is 1,200. Pero pag binayaran daw natin siya in 30 days, merong discount na 3%. So, binanggit dito is discount only. Walang term na simple interest. So, we will assume na yung 3% discount niyan is yung discount within the 30 days. From 30th to 60th days, yung time lapse here is still 30 days. So, the 3% discount is effective dito. So, from 1 to 100, tawagin ko yung F30. Yung F30 natin is 1 to 100 less 3%. Less 3% of 1 to 100. So, times 1 minus 3%. O, pwede yan ha, 1 to 100. The same lang yan dito. Minus 1 to 100 times 0.03. Same yan dyan. So, you will get 1,164 pesos. Gusto natin is the rate of interest. Okay, kung gagamitin natin yan, we can set this one as the present amount, the P. Set natin yan. Let's say that's the time 0. And yung F naman is 1 to 100. Time lapse from 30th to 68 days is 30 days. Yan yung gagawin natin. So, from 30th to 60th days, yung N natin is 30 days, then convert that to 1 to year. So, 300 or divided by 360 directly, no? 30 days, 1 year in 360 days, assuming ordinary, simple interest. So, 1/12 of a year. Again, yung F natin is 1 to 100. Yung P natin is 1,164. Ito, yung pera dito. Then, 1 plus I is a known. Yung N natin is 1/12 year. So you'll get here 0.3711, and that's 37.11%, letter A. Okay, so included na dito yung discount, no? How about this one? What simple interest rate is equivalent to simple interest rate of 6% in discounting an amount due an amount 1,000 pesos due at the end of 3 months. So, paano yan intindihin? No? What simple interest rate is equivalent to simple interest rate of 6% in discounting an amount? Diniscount yung ating amount daw. What simple interest? Ano yung ibig sabihin dyan? Parang nagkakalito. Let's try to plot the cash flow at the end of 3 months. Okay, at the end of 3 months. Say yung pera natin at the end of 3 months is 1,000 pesos. Okay. So discounting an amount 1,000 pesos at the end of 3 months. So you will have here the present value. Lagay ko lang siya sa baba. Okay. Yung 1,000 pesos daw natin is diniscountan ng 6%. Simple interest differentiate the previous problem. Sinabi niya, yung discount is 6,000 simple interest. So, hindi yan yung kabuuang discount. No? This is 6% in a year, simple interest. Una, kukunin natin yung present value, and that is the discounted amount of 1,000. The present value that is equal to F, quantity 1 minus the discount times the number of years. Pag discount yung pinag-uusapan natin, of course, magle-less yung pera mo. No, kaya minus yan. Pag interest, mag-a-add lang yan. Yan lang yung kaibahan sa discount. So, discount times the number of years. Diba? Kanina, sa previous, discount automatically within the 30 days. Kasi wala siyang binanggit na simple interest rate of discount. Walang binanggit kanina. Dito, nabanggit simple interest rate of discounting. So, 6% per year. So, kaya minultiplyan natin yan ng N. No? So, P is 1,000. Ano, the future amount is 1,000. Quantity 1 minus 0.06, the discount. Number of years. So, within 3 months. So, 3 months, again, convert that to 1 to number of years. 12 months in a year. Over 12. So, you have 985 pesos. So, that's the present value. Now, kung ibalik naman natin yan doon, yan yung ibig niyang sabihin kasi, what simple interest rate is equivalent. Equivalent daw sila ng future amount. Equivalent sila ng future amount. So, kung ibabalik natin yan sa future value, ito pa rin yung gagamitin natin, this time, plus naman siya kasi equivalent future amount sila. No? So, yung P is 985. Yung future amount is 1,000. Yung P is 985. Then 1 plus I. So, ito na yung hinahanap natin. Same pa rin yung number of span. The span of time is 3 over 12 years. Yung makuha natin is 0.0609 or that's 6.09%. Okay? So, again, yung kaibahan dito meron niyang D times N for discount. Sa previous problem kasi, as you can see, yung interest, yung discount natin, hindi natin siya minultiplyan ng number of years. Kasi this is assumed. Yung statement niya is 3% discount, walang binanggit na 3% discount, simple interest. Pag simple interest, that is per year, discount per year. Ito, assumed to be the total discount in this time span. Yan yung ibig sabihin dyan. Kaya wala tayong minultiply dito na N. Sa problem dito, minultiplyan natin siya ng N kasi simple interest discount yan. Per year yan. Okay, next. The exact simple interest of 50,000 is invested from June 21, 2020 to December 25, 2020 is 1,000 pesos. Exact simple interest. What is the rate of interest? Alright, notice the term exact simple interest. So, yung gagamitin natin is the exact number of years. So, yung 50,000, exact simple interest of 50,000, that's the principal value. Yung simple interest, exact simple interest niya, or yung tubo is 1,000. From June 21, 2020 to December 25, 2020. Take note, the year 2020 is a leap year. Paano ngayon malalaman kung leap year yan? So, divisible yan by 4. Try to divide it by 4. Ano yung makukuha mo? Try natin sa calculator. Sandali na. 300, 2020 divided by 4. You'll get 505 exactly. 505 exactly. So, that is a leap year. Kung di siya exact value, kung lang ipapakita dito, kung di siya exact value, then that is not a leap year. No? So, anyway, so much for that. Basta yung titingnan natin exactly divisible by 4 siya. So, if that is a leap year, 1 year is 366 days. Now, 50,000, evaluate that is 50, that's the present or principal amount. Yung interest daw, from the time span June 21 to December 25, yung interest or yung tubo is 1,000 pesos. Okay, so meron kang interest, meron kang present worth. Hinahanap natin dito is the rate of interest I. Alam natin yung yung I is P times I N. Ito yung hinahanap. Meron tayo nito. Yung N yung hahanapin natin. That's the number of days from June 21 to December 25. Balikan natin. January has 31 days. For a leap year, February has 29 days. That's for a leap year. So, kung hindi siya leap year, 28 days na siya. March, 31 days. April has 30 days. May has 31. June has 30 days. Sulat na lang natin lahat. July has 31. August has 31 days. Ito yung tinatandaan ko. July and August para the same sila, 31 days. Then alternate yan. 30, 31, 30, 31. Yung tatandaan din natin is yung March. 28 for normal days, normal year. 29 for leap year. So, 31, alternate yan. 30, 31, then 30, then 31. So, yan lang yung tatandaan natin. July and August, the same 31 days, then alternating na yan. So, that's sa taas. Alternate 31, 30, 31, 30. Of course, February has only 29 days for a leap year. Again, gusto natin makuha yung number of days from June 21 to December 25. So, yung style ko, kukunin ko yung what day in a year yung June 21. What day in a year 2020. Ang gagawin ko lang, i-add ko lang yung ating number of days. Sa January, we have 31 days. February, we have 29 days. March, we have 31 days. April, we have 30 days. May has 31 days. Okay, take note, June 21. So, hindi 30 days yung i-add natin dyan. 21 days na lang. 21 days for June. So, June 21 is the 173rd day of the year 2020. Of course, from year 0. From the start of January 1. No? 173rd day. December 25 naman. Yung December 25, pwede natin bilangin from here. up to December. Pero I think medyo mahaba. Kunin na lang natin yung ano, 'di ba? In a year, leap year, 366 days 'yan. 1 year. Okay, isubtract ko na lang yung number of days. December 25, 25, then 31 days in the December. 31 minus 25, that's the number of days until mabuo niya yung year. No? 366 minus 6. December 25 is the 360th day of the year. I hope this is clear, no? Itong 31 minus 25, that's the difference of December 25 and December 31. So, 6 na araw yung kulang para maging isang buong taon siya. That means December 25 is 360th day of the year. So, the number of days from June 21 to December 25, I will just subtract their day of the year. 360th yung December 25, 173rd for the June 21. So, the number of days is 187 days. Again, gagamitin ko lang to. We have the I, 1,000. Yung P natin is 50,000. I is a known. Yung N should be in number of years. So, 187 days divided by 366 in 1 year. Leap year tayo, kaya 366. And exact simple interest yan. So, you will get here 0.03914. That's 3.914%. Okay, so that's it for simple interest discussion. Next time, next dito is the compound interest.